All right, my lovers. It's MJ from All to Love TV. Happy to be here with you guys. Um, God. So I like to offer these readings for some divine guidance and living clarity. I'm the founder of All to Love. Happy to be here with you guys. Let's just see what we get. Okay, so divine guidance and living clarity. Divine guidance. Sorry, I don't know why I've got the giggles. Okay, so yep, you know, you can just do internet stuff to find out more about myself and All to Love. And mostly we're here just for a little bit of fun. It's sort of become like part of my routine as such. I'm an intuitive. I recently have really been prioritized coming back to basics and endeavoring to be more disciplined around the phone usage. Also, some exciting new projects are on the horizon, so do stay tuned. We're going to be doing some workshops, and there's definitely some like profound shifts around like home and community and all that kind of stuff as well. So, holla Shazam. Okay. Also, FYI, I'm not an astrologer. I just like to noodle with astrology. There's some eclipses coming up, which are always shape-shifty. And anyway, okay, loads of love, you guys. So divine guidance and love and clarity for this amazing community. Divine guidance and love and clarity. So, okay. For some of you, there's this sort of having to ground yourself around a love connection. This King of Wands is in the reverse, so do what you like with the genders, and obviously only take what resonates, right? But there's a King of Wands reverse, so this is a fire sign, and somebody bold, impassioned, and they're right next to the Two of Cups. So there's definitely this sort of kind of a love connection happening with this person, and it looks like there's some sort of new beginning. So this could be a new beginning in love. Because they're in the reverse, it makes me think that you might have dissolved, that this might not be something that you want, because you're kind of coming back to Temperance and then Fool energy. So for some of you guys, you might be just sort of taking a back step on the whole dating scene, or even just not really focusing so much on love and relationship, or you're just having a bit of space and time to kind of figure yourself out and come back to ground. Temperance, right? Temperance is so much about like coming back to ourselves, balancing our energies. And then the Fool card would be representative for some of you guys. You either want to have a new beginning with this King of Wands, or you're just wanting a new beginning as a singleton. Yeah, because some of you, I think, are closing out a cycle, closing out a cycle of maybe not believing in yourself, or you know, feeling a lot of wounds, or feeling hard done by, but somewhat warranted with regards to the wounding, and as far as like these cycles have been really painful. Loss, betrayal, feeling abandoned, you know, all that wonderful stuff. But the Fool, the Temperance card, is really signaling like there's fresh new beginnings, and in a kind of really tempered, nice sense. Yeah, so you've been healing these burdens, right? These are these long-standing burdens that you're definitely healing. And yeah, this is more than likely like for some of you guys anyway, because it's all kings. So this is like paternal stuff, and or your maybe inner masculine, like, or attracting people that are not really in their power, right? They're wounded, or reflecting aspects of your own wounding. And so there's like this Temperance, new beginning. It's actually really positive with regards to kind of coming back to your center, coming back to ground, and then probably giving yourself a new beginning. Yeah, because for some of you guys, you're visioning an emperor, you know, or an empress. You're visioning, for some of you guys, maybe this sort of like power couple vibratory. Yeah, you're kind of I'm getting more of a sense here for sure that for some of you, you're opting for that single route for now. And wanting to tune in, get back to yourself. So High Priestess and Temperance to me is like this, and Emperor to a certain degree. You're like really empowering your freedom. You're empowering your ability to manifest what you want. as your own human, right? You've done a lot of healing. The storm here is sort of signaling to me that you've done a lot of shadow work. You know, you've been doing the inner work as such to heal these beautiful wounds. Yeah, and kind of come out the dark with regard to your perception. I'm getting this sense of like sort of walking in the dark, which is just sometimes I think par for the course when we're awakening or when we're kind of going through new beginnings and going through changes. It's scary, right? It can be really like, oh God, what's going to happen when I burst out of this cocoon? What's going to happen when I open my wings? And so there's a reason you're being called to temperance, right? There's a reason you're being called to really kind of ground yourself and balance your emotional energies and probably get clear about what you want, because when you strike, you want to strike it right? So when you're getting ready to move out into the world or to really step onto this new path, you're wanting to make sure that you know yourself, right? Because if we don't, we're just acting out these patterns basically. So you're wanting to move forward from a much more empowered stance, high priestess, connected to source, connected to your body, right? And then connected to the sense of vision that you know you have for your life. And emperor, because emperor to me like is the ultimate creator. Like they're kind of creating worlds, and this energy is very, very empowered as well, like very connected spiritually, emotionally, mentally. It's not like the wizard, you know, like getting that sense of like really feeling like an empowered wizard. And I think sometimes when we're grasping or kind of going too much in cycles of like looking for dates or looking for a partner or looking for that someone to fulfill us, then we're still finding ourselves, right? And so coming back into temperance just for now, stepping into the unknown, taking this sort of foolish new beginning as such with regards to temperance, so with regards to healing and integrating probably a lot of the healing that you've been through, because there's no doubt that you've been sort of facing down these false characters or facing down the illusions of your past or facing down painful aspects from childhood, right? That these are regenerating you into a new, stronger, more connected person. And then you can probably, you're going to eventually feel more able to steer the ship. And that's sort of my, I suppose, like connection with that, is that I feel like once we're in that regenesis, once we're really flowing in that state, then just somehow naturally we attract all those people that we're meant to really, synergistically create with. And regardless, people have that kind of wounded power over us, right? And so you coming more into your power helps you to integrate and then consolidate or really ground in the who's, the what's, the where's, and all that kind of stuff to create a fuller and happier life, right? That's why we I guess that's why we sort of turn to all these things ultimately, is to be more joyful, like I'm sure it's the Buddhism and the Dalai Lama, the art of happiness or something like this. And like, so many of our world religions, the purpose of religion and faith fundamentally is to empower us to a greater joyful benevolence, right? And yet discerning these qualities is something that we can only really do within ourselves. When we do that inner work, when we certainly from the ultra love perspective, when we're able to see through a more compassionate lens, when we're able to forgive, when we're able to heal those emotional wounds, we then step into a more joyful existence, not ungrounded though, like not egotistical or arrogant, just a genuinely more joyful existence where you know who you are. And then day to day you're just living that probably more simple and grounded and joyful life. So Hala Shazam, you guys. I hope that was useful for you guys, and thank you so much for being here. And if that resonated, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Take care. Peace out.